Guys, this is DeathfireD coming at you with another YouTube video, and in this video we're going to be fixing a common issue that happens in a lot of older Jeep Cherokee sports. Now, if your passengers are having a hard time getting their windows down, this fix is for you. Now, it's a common issue that's related to the child safety lock. Over time, the circuit board gets corroded or solder comes off and wires break loose. The real fix is to take the whole switch out and either fix the broken wires or resolder certain parts of it, or simply add in some dielectric grease to form a better connection. But in this video, I'm going to be showing you a quick hack in order to temporarily fix the windows. Now, I mean, this could be a long-term solution, but you really want to go in and fix the switch because chances are your locks don't work either, and this fix may not necessarily fix the passenger side locks. Now, the tools that you're going to need are a screwdriver, Phillips and flathead, some of these quick splice connectors for wires. I have the 50-piece set, which comes with 25 red, which are 12-18 gauge, and 25 blue, which come with 18-14 gauge AWG. Now, these little connectors, let me see if I can open this up for you guys, but these little connectors have two little spots for the wires to get through, but the one on the left is actually kind of blocked, only at the end though. And let me see if I can get a better angle at this. I don't know if you guys can see it. So that's hollow there, but on the other end, oh no, it's not. So right there, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a little tiny piece of plastic. And in order to make this work for the Jeep, we're just going to get a flathead screwdriver and shove it down there and break that ending piece of plastic. Now, it's only at the end. The rest of it is hollow. So you can fit the wires right through, it's just the end needs to be broken. And once you break it, you're going to put both wires in there and then press down with some pliers or channel locks or whatever tools you have that can press down hard. And this will break the two wires and form a connection. And then once you're done, you just move this little piece of plastic over, if I can do it, with one hand. And it clips together when it's done. You're going to see more of that when I start actually doing the work, so I'll save that for later. The next tools you're going to need, probably some scissors or an X-Acto knife to break the already existing electrical tape that's going to be on the connector. You're going to need some either these or anything else that you can use to really press, squeeze down on that metal piece that's on this. These worked out pretty nice, but there's obviously some better tools out there. There's like wire crimpers that have a special spot where you can press down and it crimps things together. Next thing you're going to need is I think this is a 12 millimeter. Let me see. Yeah, 12 millimeter. You're going to need this for the battery. Obviously, anytime you do any electrical work, you're going to want to take the negative battery terminal or wire off. That way you don't blow any fuses or get electrocuted. I also have a 12 millimeter wrench, which I used for the battery terminal. Obviously for the bolt, or for one side and then the other side. Some electrical tape. At the end, I ended up just rewrapping the wire that I had unwrapped before, and I also wrapped up the connector because it was kind of flimsy and I don't want it to break loose. So I wrapped it up as tight as I can. And that's pretty much all you're going to need for this job. The job should take probably between 10 to 15 minutes, depending on what you have in the general area. I have minimal stuff, but I also have a kill switch. So I had to troubleshoot a few things before actually splicing any wires together, because I didn't want to get stranded in my driveway after cutting or splicing wires together. So with that said, let's jump into this video, guys. I hope it helps you. Peace out. Alright, so the first thing I did was remove the 2 screws. There's one here, and then there's another one right over here. You only have to do 2. There's a few more in the back, but don't worry about them. Once you do that, this pops up pretty easily, as you can see. And this kick panel, which goes right up in here, is actually underneath this. All you got to do is lift this, and then kind of, oh yeah, you also have to remove, there's a bolt in the back. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me try and get in there. But there's a bolt right here in the back that you'll have to remove. I didn't have mine, so it made it really easy to remove this. I just slid the kick panel forward and then pulled it out. So once it's out of the way, we're going to look over here, and you're going to see a whole bunch of different plugs. I actually just removed this one. This is the one that we're going to be working with. There's 3 different colors. There is brown, yellow, and black. We're going to be splicing the brown and yellow together, and that should solve the problem. But for now, I wanted to remove it because I have a kill switch in my Jeep, and I wanted to make sure that messing with this wasn't going to mess with my kill switch. So with that said, let's jump into the next part. Next thing I did was get one of these crimp-on wire connectors, and basically what I had to do was just put the 2 wires in and then crimp it down with some pliers, and that was pretty much it. It solved the problem. Now when you get these things, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the left hole there, it is blocked. So what I ended up having to do is get a flat head screwdriver and just shove it down the crack and remove that little piece of plastic that blocks the hole, because really it's only at the end. The other end here, as you can see, is hollow. It's hollow all the way through, and there's no plastic divider, so you're easily able to fit 2 pieces of wire through it. The only thing that's preventing it is that end piece. So again, just getting a flat head screwdriver and pushing it down the crack and breaking up the plastic allowed me to easily slide in 2 of the wires. And then as you can see at the top here, there's this little piece of metal. It's like a razor blade. After you put the 2 wires in, then you just get a wrench, or not a wrench, pliers, and you just push down, or a crimping tool. You can just press down on that piece of metal so it breaches the 2 wires and forms a connection between the 2. After that, you're going to have to push as hard as you can, because once you do it, you're going to have to bring this little thing over. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, let me try and do it better this way. So once the piece of metal's down, you can actually push this plastic down and it clicks on the side here. If you can't do that, then you're going to have to keep pressing down the metal a little bit more. And even doing that, it was really hard for me. So I ended up getting some tools and just pressing down hard on this plastic. And now I'm going to get some black electric tape and just wrap this up so it doesn't come undone while I'm driving, or if I touch it, or if anybody's in here doing any work. But yeah, that pretty much solved the problem. Let me just turn the keys on. Okay, so it's in the on position. You can see over here the driver's side, this window. This window opens still. Passenger side, open still. Now if we climb onto the passenger side, sorry about the glare from the sun, but if we do that, now the window opens and closes. So that pretty much solved the problem. The back windows also work. Let me see if I can do this. So all of the windows now work. So the problem really is it has to do with the safety lock. The real fix is to take this whole panel out and fix any of the broken wires that might be in there, or on the circuit board itself. Usually there's some solder that comes undone or gets corroded. So really at some point I will take this apart and fix it, because the automatic door locks don't work on this either, and this did not fix the problem. But I know that if I hit it a few times, or if I jiggle the wires around, it does tend to fix the problem. So I know that there's something on the circuit board that's going to need some fixing. But for now, the little crimp of the 2 wires solves this problem. My passengers will be happy now that it's summertime and the temps are reaching 90 degrees. So yeah, I hope this helped you guys out. You can actually buy these crimps. Let me show you guys. You can buy these in a little cylinder thing. They come in 2 different sizes. And let me try and flip it without spilling these all over. Oh, that sun is so bright. So this is what I got, 50-piece quick splices. They're you get 25 reds, which are 22 18 gauge, and 25 blue, which are 18 14 gauge AWG. I got these at Harbor Freight for I think like $5. You can probably get them at Home Depot too, or Lowe's or Ace, whatever hardware store you have. They do sell them. There's better ones that you can get too, which require you to actually clip the wires and plug them in and then crimp them down. I'd probably recommend those because it's a solid connection. Obviously, if you know how to solder, that's a much better plan than using these little quick splices or crimp tools and stuff. So yeah, hope this helps you guys. Stay tuned for my next video. Till then, this is Deathfire D signing off.